put DD in a group chat with my lawyers. Shit.
Oh, so this is the reason why all this is coming out.
Man, my boy Daryl, man, you gotta make sure he's a good dude. He's a good human being.
This is why all this is coming out. It makes sense. Not gonna lie, Halle Bailey, you're cooked. You need Jay-Z to back you up or something.
This whole thing, straight up chaos. This ain't some sweet Disney fairy tale. This is a full-blown meltdown, and the waves, they're smashing harder than a hurricane. Halle Bailey, once the golden voice that had people crying tears under the sea, is now crying in courtrooms instead. And guess who's in the middle of this storm? Her ex, DDG, rapper turned YouTuber turned headline machine. He went from baby daddy to walking disaster in no time. At first, people thought it was your usual celebrity split. A few unfollows, cryptic song lyrics, maybe a shady Instagram story here and there. But then, boom, she hit back with court papers and a whole lot of receipts. This wasn't just a breakup. She pulled out photos of bruises, a chipped tooth, and laid out claims of verbal attacks and emotional chaos. She painted DDG like the villain in a thriller movie, like she was running from a nightmare with her baby boy in her arms. And the court, they didn't play around. They gave Halle full temporary custody of baby Halo and slapped DDG with a restraining order. 100 yards, no contact, zip. It felt like she finally said, enough is enough. But that was just the beginning. Because DDG, oh, he didn't stay quiet. He clapped back hard, dropping screenshots, surveillance clips, and trying to flip the script with a wild counter story that had people shook. Now there's talk that Halle lost a huge movie role, not just because of DDG's claims, but because of what some say is her own messy behavior behind the scenes. Suddenly, that sweet siren image people loved, it's looking a little shaky. And guess what? That was just the opening scene. Let's rewind to May 2025. Halle walks into a Los Angeles courtroom looking stressed, tear-streaked, and serious. No glam squad, no red carpet, just a woman holding a thick file of evidence, fighting for safety. She wasn't chasing headlines. She was begging for protection. In her statement, she said DDG yelled at her in front of their baby. She even handed over doorbell camera footage from the day he allegedly rolled up to her house uninvited, shouted like crazy, smashed her camera, and tried to take baby Halo without asking. She told the court she felt terrified, like someone who used to love her had turned into a stranger she couldn't trust. And the judge, they believed her. Halle was granted an emergency protective order and full temporary custody of Halo. DDG was banned from talking about either of them online in order to stay far away. But here's where it got even more serious. Halle also asked the court to make him attend a battery prevention program. That's not, I'm mad at you, that's, I think you're dangerous. She told the court, I cannot allow this abuse any longer. And when those photos dropped, her busted tooth, the bruises on her arm, the internet exploded. People were torn. Some called her a warrior. Others said it was just tragic, but one thing's for sure. For a moment, most of the world believed her. While Halle was out here posting soft glow selfies and mama bear captions, DDG was playing chess in the shadows, stacking screenshots like Pokemon cards. Just days after she hit him with that restraining order, he came back swinging with a legal motion that flipped the whole story on its head. And this wasn't some I'm innocent fluff piece. Nah, this man showed up with AirTag trackers, witness statements, and even a photo of a sliced up thumb, saying she was the one who snapped. According to DDG, the real villain in this saga wasn't him, it was Halle. He came out accusing her of stalking, gaslighting, and straight up wilding with a knife. He said that restraining order wasn't about safety, it was a setup. He claimed she wanted to destroy his image, paint him as a deadbeat dad, and snatch baby Halo so she could disappear to Italy. But the wildest part, he said she used multiple Apple AirTags to track his every move. Not one, not two, multiple. And where they were found? Straight out of a spy movie. One was hidden inside a Hello Kitty pet tracker. Yeah, the kind made for cats. That tiny thing was allegedly tucked under the seat of DDG's Maybach. And it didn't stop there. Another was reportedly buried deep in a vitamin bottle inside his Escalade. But the one that had everyone gasping? a tracker hidden under the cardboard lining of baby Halo's diaper bag, wrapped tight like a secret mission. People started switching sides fast, cause no matter how sweet that singing voice is, hiding tracking devices in your baby's stuff, that had folks raising eyebrows. Was it mama bear protection or something way darker? Then came the part that had the internet shaking, the knife incident. According to DDG, it all started with a flood of threatening texts from Halle. Messages like, "Answer the phone," in all caps, one after another. Then things allegedly got more intense. She sent a chilling line. "I'm not playing Daryl. That's it." He responded, "I just want to be left alone, please." But it didn't stop. She texted, "I'm calling for help. I have a knife." He said he begged her, "Why do you have a knife?" But got no answer. Instead, he claims she showed him and then attacked. That deep cut on his hand? He says it came from her. When the photo leaked, showing the gash, people couldn't believe it. The messages, the injury, the timing, it all lined up too well. And just when everyone thought that was the breaking point, it got even messier. On Mother's Day, of all days, Halle allegedly got upset that he didn't want to spend time with her. And according to DDG, she didn't just storm out, she left with a Glock in her bag. Yep. She supposedly walked out holding Halo with one arm and a firearm in her purse. She said she was going to pack, but the text made it sound way more serious. One message shook people the most. "If you don't come back here, I'm calling the police." The situation? Spiraling fast. What started as a celebrity breakup just turned into a legal showdown with accusations that feel more like a Hollywood thriller than real life. And this, still just the middle of the story. So yeah, Halle had pain in her hands and chaos tearing through her heart. But let's not forget who's really stuck in the middle of this mess. Baby Halo. While the drama between these two exploded in courtrooms and group chats, their 1-year-old son was right there, caught in the storm with nowhere to run. And that's when things took a heartbreaking turn. Right in the middle of the restraining orders, the AirTag drama, and all the screaming matches, Halle asked the court for permission to take Halo with her to Italy for 2 months while she filmed a new movie. Sounds simple enough, right? A mom just trying to work and keep her child close. But DDG slammed the brakes on that fast. He filed an emergency motion to stop her from leaving the country with their son. Why? He claimed Halle was mentally unstable, emotionally all over the place, and not safe to travel with a baby. In his words, if she leaves court jurisdiction, who's gonna stop her if something goes wrong? He even accused her of once driving with Halo in the back seat while sending scary texts saying she might hurt herself and the baby. He didn't stop there either. He brought up her struggles with postpartum depression, not to throw shade, but to claim she was drowning emotionally and not in the right place to be caring for a toddler overseas. The timeline? It checked out. Because back in April, Halle herself opened up about how tough postpartum had been. She said it felt like she was stuck in the ocean, waves crashing over her, and no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't catch her breath. It almost feels like you're swimming in this ocean with the biggest waves you've ever felt, and you're trying not to drown. But here's the real question. Does that make her a danger or just human? The internet couldn't decide. Some fans were furious at DDG, accusing him of using her mental health against her just to snatch custody. But others said he was doing what any scared father would do, stepping in to protect his child when he felt something was off. Then the tea got even hotter. TMZ dropped leaked court docs showing DDG's full request. He wanted sole custody. And if not that, he asked for monitored visits, third-party handoffs, and a total travel ban for Halle. No out-of-state trips, and definitely no overseas filming. But the wildest twist. Word on the street is that the Italian film studio she was set to work with caught wind of the drama and backed out. Sources say they didn't want the mess of an international custody battle on set, or the bad optics of a mom caught up in serious allegations with a baby at the center. Just like that, Halle might have lost the role. Her team hasn't confirmed it and probably won't, but inside sources say the studio is quietly recasting. Disney? Silent. Her reps? Tight-lipped. But if it's true, it's more than just a personal hit. It's a serious blow to her career, a brand she built one song, one movie, one moment at a time, now possibly slipping through her fingers. All she wanted was to bring her baby with her. But now, it looks like neither the court nor the studio is standing beside her. And as soon as those court docs leaked, the internet turned into an all-out battlefield. Gossip turned to war. DDG's crew hit the blogs hard, posting pics of the AirTags, screenshots of the messages, and that bloody hand like they were building a legal case online. Fans started calling him a survivor. Lines, checkmate. Still, not everyone's cheering. Some people are sounding the alarm, saying this whole saga is spiraling into dangerous territory. Therapists and advocates have been warning for years when mental health struggles get turned into memes and internet mess. That's how generational trauma keeps getting passed down. Because while the internet's busy choosing sides, baby Halo is still caught in the middle between two parents who both might be hitting their breaking points, and one day he's gonna grow up and read all this. Every leak, every post, every rumor, this is becoming part of his story. Now it all comes down to what happens next in court. Halle's legal team has fired back, demanding the judge ignore what they're calling a full-blown media smear campaign, accusing DDG of leaking private filings to flip public opinion before trial. Meanwhile, DDG's team, they're doubling down, pushing hard for sole custody, or at least a full ban on international travel and court-monitored handoffs for every exchange. The next hearing? It might just decide more than custody. It could change both of their futures forever. DDG's whole content game, it's hanging on by a thread, one ruling away from collapsing completely. If the court tosses out his claims about manipulation and stalking and calls those AirTag accusations unreliable, his attempt to flip the narrative could backfire bad. And that custody he's fighting so hard for, gone, just like that. But this isn't just about legal wins anymore. Both their reputations are one wrong headline away from crashing. For Halle, the damage hits different. This isn't just about losing a court case, it's about losing everything she's built. When she became Ariel, black girls everywhere saw themselves in her. She wasn't just a star, she was a symbol. But now, that dream's drowning in scandal, and people are watching it go under. And DDG? This ain't just about being a dad. It's about survival in an industry that don't forgive, don't forget, and only believes you when the receipts are screen recorded, edited, and hashtagged. He's fighting to clear his name in the court of law and the court of public opinion, where one meme can end a career faster than any judge. The next time that gavel hits, someone's legacy is getting buried. So here's the real question. Was Halle a woman crying for help, or someone hiding behind a soft, angelic brand image while moving in silence? Is DDG just a protective father speaking his truth, or a bitter ex using the legal system as a revenge tool? And most important of all, who's actually protecting Halo? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was this a cry for justice or a messy battle for control? Is anyone telling the full truth, or are they both just spiraling in public while their son watches from the sidelines? This ain't just drama. This is a full-blown trial, and the internet is the jury. So if you've been following every messy twist, don't forget. Like this video, subscribe to stay locked in, and smash that bell so you don't miss a single update. Because the truth, it always finds a way out. Two things are certain. The truth don't hide forever, and neither do the consequences. Stay sharp, stay loud, and keep watching.